You're watching Fugitive Red-Eye, and welcome to another episode of Takeshi Tuesdays. Today we'll be talking about the 1995 movie Gonin. Now, Gonin is a movie that Takeshi did not direct, but he did star in. He didn't write this one either, it was just one that he acted in. This movie runs for 122 minutes, so it's 2 hours and 2 minutes, to put it simply. Gonin was the first movie that Takeshi starred in after his 1994 motorcycle accident, so because of that, the eye patch he actually wears in this movie is something he had to wear because his eye was still leaking fluid. The name Gonin means 5 men, and that's kind of what the movie centers on, is there's these 5 guys who are down on their luck and need some cash, so they decide to rob some Yakuza. And the Yakuza decide to send these 2 expert hitmen after them, and one of those hitmen is played by Takeshi himself. That's pretty much the plot in a nutshell, without any spoilers, that is, obviously. As far as this movie goes, although Takeshi didn't write or direct it, it has a lot of similar themes to his movies, and it also has a lot of similar elements. Obviously, it's missing some of his charm that he puts into his movies that he still, in a way, feels like a Takeshi movie. The writer-director of this movie would go on to produce 2 standalone sequels to this movie. Pretty sure each of them is just about different groups of 5 people, the second one being all women and then the third one being men again. Or a combination of the 2, perhaps, I'm not entirely sure. Neither of them had anything to do with Takeshi, though, just the first one here. I quite enjoyed this movie a lot. I'd highly recommend checking it out if you're a fan of Takeshi's movie, because like I said, it does have a lot of similar themes to the movies he wrote and directed, and he does appear in it. I will say that the best parts of the movie are after Takeshi's character is introduced, and he's not introduced until, like, the last third of the movie. But I'd still say that the earlier scenes are still worth watching. In a way, it's also kind of slow in the way that Takeshi's movies are in the build-up, which is something I've learned to appreciate with his films. I might have it the way he does it, but it is similar, and it's a pretty good facsimile, so I highly recommend checking it out if you do like Takeshi's Yakuza movies, because this one is another one in the vein of those. 2 sequels to this, which I might check out in the future. But really, that all just depends. Out, and this has been Fugitive Red-Eye. Have a great day.
Subscribe to Fugitive Red-Eye.